Um, I thought for the first 10, 12 minutes tonight we were very good on the offensive end. Defensively, not enough stops. It's 25-23. The last 8 minutes in the first half is where the game was won and lost. We really struggled to score. We got stagnant, but they physically just kind of overwhelmed us from three and in the paint that last 8 minutes. That was really the difference in the game. Second half was just kind of a little bit of back and forth, kind of both ways. And so congrats to them. This league, we got to flip the page. We got to figure out how to get a defensive toughness about us so we can play in transition. We got to take good shots. We got to try to establish some post game, some inside touches, get good spacing. And we got to make a couple open ones to stay relevant in the game. But we got to hang and be ready to roll for Oklahoma.
Questions for the players first. If you can grab a mic before you ask your question.
Tyrese, why did it get away from you guys late there in the first half?
We didn't get a stop and couldn't score, so it's not a recipe for success at all, and that really hurt us in that last 8 to 12 minute stretch in the first half.
Mike, what has to be done to fix this team?
I think just, what we've talked about all season, we still just aren't getting it done defensively. I mean, 10 for 19 from three for them and 28 for 54 from the field overall. So I think, again, it just comes down to defense. And, on offense, like Coach said, if we can't get stops, we can't get in transition. And that's a huge part of our offense. So that kills us too. And I think it starts on the defensive end.
Tyrese, what kind of looks did KU give you that made it hard for you to get your shot and score?
Just different ball screen stuff. Obviously, I was looking at, presence down there. I wouldn't say they were doing too much to bother me. Shots weren't falling, and then I was trying to get the ball to the guy. So I don't know. I really just got to get in and watch film tonight or tomorrow and figure it out.
Anything further for the players? Okay, guys, thank you.
Steve, what do you do when they make shots from outside like that? How hard are they to guard them?
Yeah, I mean, that's the strain. The thing that was at halftime, it was like, dang, you prep for Doak, you prep for Doak, you prep for Doak, you prep for Doak, you prep for Dotson containing his penetration. And, man, they killed us from three in the first half. We wanted to push them out and slide under ball screens when we had them pushed out. Problem is we started sliding under too deep, bad angles, they roll on top of you. And so, and to their credit, Braun, Agbaji, they got the first three of the game. We're supposed to slide under instead of rotation. We rotate, give up the corner three to Agbaji to start the game. And so, but when they're making them at that pace, that they're a tough out. But like I said, man, we're 25-23. About 10 minutes to go, I looked up. I'm like, man, they're an elite defensive team, and they're long at every position. Dotson athletically is tremendous at the point. And they got, but everything they do, everybody's shifted. You know what I mean? Everything is over to where, they give you the backside. We got to make some backside open looks. That killed us in the first half. Is we took a couple bad ones, but the good ones you got to make. When you're playing a high level team.
Steve, what part of what's going wrong right now for Iowa State is it being a victim of your own recruiting success? I mean, you had two players early outs last year that just as well could have been here.
No, I mean, I've liked this team since the summer. I mean, we beat Seton Hall. We split with Seton Hall. We played them on a neutral floor, lost by 4, beat them here. Played Michigan to a 6-point game, beat Alabama. We're very capable. Seton Hall, we competed like crazy on the defensive end. It was a tough, physical game, and they pound you and they beat you up. We got to figure out how to get the swagger and toughness back on the defensive end. We've got, I like our guys, believe in our guys, and we got to. It's like the TCU game. That's the killer because I was sick because they needed it. I didn't need it. I can deal with the adversity and the circumstance and all that. That's part of what you sign up for. But they're 18-22. Like, they deserve to win that game. We didn't execute at the end. Kid Banks in a 3, but we needed that because that helps you play better tonight. you know, and it helps you moving forward. And so now it's just a character and a gut check, and we got to be ready to respond.
Steve, you mentioned those close losses in the Bahamas beating Seton Hall. Then you have an Iowa team that was ranked to lose by 18. And tonight, has that gap gotten wider over the last month, do you think, between you guys and the top 25 type teams?
We hadn't played well against we didn't play well against Iowa and Kansas, and like I said, they had something to do with that. But those are the two, when we've had our full roster, those are the only two really bad games. I mean, we're up 1 at Oregon State with a minute to go. You know, we lose Tinkle. We played terrific against Alabama, but the game was, you know, up and down. You know, it was a really high-paced game. You're right in that we've had 2 bad losses. We got to figure out to where we got to control our offense more with shot selection at times, and I was trying to do that early in the game. Took an early timeout, may have taken 2, because I was just trying to stay in it and not let the pace of the game, because Dotson's so good putting pressure on you, especially when you take a bad shot or 2, and then when you get stagnant. But we got to blow up on the defensive end, and I don't know what our offensive rebounds, they shot it so well. We only gave up 9, but on that one possession, it was a big possession early in the game. It was like 4 or 5 on one possession.